New Year! Tonight we're going to be making a card using supplies found in the Celebration catalog. We're going to be using fun fold pattern to make a sympathy card with the Friendly Hello stamp set and the Friendly Hello designer series paper. You can get this bundle for free with a $100 purchase from the mini catalog or the annual catalog. We'll also be using a sentiment found in the Nature's Harvest stamp set. Hi, I'm Joan and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I created this video for Joan's Simple Papercrafts found right here on YouTube. If you're new here, I want to thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning guest, welcome back. Be sure to subscribe by clicking the subscribe button below. That way you won't miss when I post a video, which is typically once a week. Now give me a second so I can turn the camera down and we can get started. Here's the Friendly Hello Fun Fold card we're going to make today. I got the idea from this Christmas card I made a while back, and it just opens up like this, and you have your sentiment on the inside. But I want to make this one a little more masculine. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this ribbon off, or actually not apply it to the one we're making, and I probably won't put dots on either. And I'm going to change the embossing to a different style. So let's get started. We're going to need a piece of basic white cardstock that's cut 4 1/4 by 8 1/2, and it's scored at 5 1/2 inches. And that's going to be our base card. Then we're going to take a piece of designer series paper, and this is the Friendly Hello designer series paper, and that is cut at 4 by 5 1/4, and it's double-sided. Don't you love this side too? And I used the one that has the ferns on it, and then I used the same color that has the flowers on it, and that's going to be for the front of the card. So let's get this glued down. And let me use my silicone mat, just in case I go off the paper. This will keep the work surface clean. And this is going to be applied leaving 1/8 of an inch border around all edges. So and I'm just using my bone folder to flatten any air bubbles that is between the two pieces of paper so we get good contact. And next we're going to apply this front one, and that is cut at 2 3/4 by 4 inch. And I'm using our multi-purpose glue, and I'm using it in this little bottle that has a needle nose tip, and that makes it easier for me to get a fine line on the paper, and I'm wasting less glue. And again, we're going to leave 1/8 of an inch border along the top and 2 sides. And I'll use my bone folder to flatten any air bubbles so that we make good contact. So now we need a piece of basic white that's cut at 3 inches by 8 inches, and it's scored at 4 inches. And I had a lot of this size left over from another piece that I've done, so I didn't have to really cut anything other than score it. And I scored it at 4 inches. I'm just going to burnish it, make sure we've got a nice crisp edge there. And that is going to go right here, but we aren't going to glue that down just yet. Next we want our basic white, And what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece that's cut at 2 3/4 by 3 3/4, and we're going to score it diagonally. So I'm just putting in this in our paper trimmer, and I'm using the scoring blade, and I've got the 2 points in the track, so that will give me a good setup there. And I'm just going to go up and down, and then I'm moving it 1/2 inch, and I'm going to score again. And 1/2 inch, and I'm using the score line right here. That's where I'm finding the 1/2 inch. And another 1/2 inch. I want to make sure it's set right. And it slid on me, so let me just go back. And then what I will do is I'll go back and I will go the other direction. So I will go put it on the 1/2 inch mark on the left side of the scoring line and move that way. And I've already got one done here, so we can use this instead of taking up your time. And so our next piece is 2 7/8 by 3 7/8. And this is just a scrap I had, so I'm just going to cut this down to 3 7/8. And 2 7/8. We're going to glue this down onto here. And I'm going to be leaving in a 1/16 inch for a border around all the sides. Then what we want to do is we want to do ribbon. And the ribbon, I don't want to do a bow, so I'm just going to use this Organdy band ribbon. You can't purchase this right now, but you can get it in the black. So what I did is I'm going to color it in black, because that's actually what I wanted, was the color, and mine hasn't arrived yet. And I am just going to glue that down on the back. I'm actually going to use my SALE Plus to get a better stick. And then just trim this off. So in order to get that black, what I did is I used dark basic black, and I used the thick tip, and I put it on some scrap paper, and I just colored it. You want to make sure you're using the thick tip so that you're not going to fray your tip when you are using it for coloring cardstock. And then you have to let that dry a little bit, and then you have the basic black. Okay, so next we want to do is glue this down here. And so I'm going to use our SALE. So I had used the SALE Plus for the rest of the card when I put the ribbon on, but this is just SALE now. And I am going to make it so that there's 1/8 of an inch around all sides. And I'm going to, again, use my bone folder just to make sure we've got good contact there. And then we're going to put it onto the card base. And we'll use the seal. And I think I'm almost out here. Yes, I think I'm out. Let me do one more strip. And then we will put this in the middle here, on the inside of the card. I prefer to use liquid glue because you have more wiggle room, but I wanted this to have a good stick to it because it is a fun fold and they tend to get beat up a little bit more. So you want to have it stuck real good. So that's why I went with the Seal and Seal Plus. There we go. And next we need to do is stamp the inside of our card. We're going to use Nature's Harvest, sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. And we're going to use our Memento ink. And then we need to make our flower for the front of the card. And we should also stamp our sentiment for the front of the card. That's, you have my love and support. And we're going to use Potted Succulent dies. This die from the Potted Succulent dies. So we just want to put it on here and run it through our die cutting machine. I have a mini cut and emboss machine coming, and we'll probably get that later on this week, but it wasn't here today, so I have to do with a big one. I am just going to center this. And then we'll just stamp off. And then we're going to just clean our stamps real quickly. So I sprayed this side with our Stampin' Mist. And I noticed that that's the side I want to spray because there's a raindrop up there. And then I can just clean these off real quick. And then this side is left dry to dry them off. And you know that because there's a sunshine up there. We'll take our scrap of basic white and we're going to stamp that with the flowers found in the Friendly Hello. And that is from Celebration. And we'll use the leaves as well. And I'm going to mask this, mask the flowers. And then here's the mask. And what I did is I took this removable labels and I stamped a sheet of removable labels with one of these stamps. And I fussy cutted it out right up to the line. take off the paper backing, and then I just lay it down over the stamp. And now I can put the next layer, and that's the leaves that I want in black. And when you take it up, it should just leave the leaves on behind. And I'm just going to quickly clean these off. And then I'm going to stamp off the excess ink so as not to get the Stampin' scrub as dirty. So next we need to do some coloring on our flowers. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a dauber, and I am just going to get a little bit on here. And let me get that scrap paper out again in case I go off the sheet. Kind of keep my work surface clean. So a little bit on here. I'm going to start in the middle and just stroke outward, following the stroke lines of the flower. And then I'll just rinse that off, and it'll be good to go for next time. And I can close this up now because we don't need this open anymore. And I am going to take my scissors and we'll fussy cut this out. So we're going to just start at this leaves here, and I'm going to take my glasses off so I can get up close. And I am going to leave like 1/16 of an inch white border around the leaves so it'll look like it was die cut. What that does, it allows me some wiggle room, so if I happen to make a mistake, I'm not cutting off a flower. So if you notice, I'm turning the paper and not the scissors. So I'm going to speed this up. And next we want to put a little wink of Stella on here. And do some in the middle. And I'm going to do some on the leaves. And next we will put this on here. We're going to put it on with Stampin' Dimensionals. And I will probably just use 3. Oh, probably not. I think I need 4. Remember I said I wanted this to be masculine, so I'm going to just show more of the ribbon. So I'm moving the flower more into the center of the card so I can see the top ribbon and the bottom ribbon. And then we'll just attach this. And I did it with this card too. I left this one out so it's sticky. So I've got this ecstatic. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on there. And it's going to take the stick off from that so it won't tear the paper up. I did that on the other card too. And then we'll just put that down toward the bottom here rather than up on the top portion. And we'll put that on with Stampin' Dimensionals as well. And I'm going to use the small ones for this sign. And on the previous card, I put black dots on, and I'm not going to put them on here. Just make it more masculine. I hope you like this project as much as I did. As you can see, it would work great with just about any sentiment stamp set. Why don't you give it a try? Now, if you enjoyed today's video, would you do me 2 favors? Click the thumbs up emoji. That means you like it. And would you share it on social media with your crafting friends and pin it to Pinterest? These actions will help me to keep sharing my ideas with other crafters for free, and I'd really appreciate that. Be sure to hit the subscribe button below so you won't miss any future videos. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me. I'm here to help in any way that I can. If you don't have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I'd love to be your demonstrator. Just reach out to me. If you'd like to place a Stampin' Up! Order or would like a catalog, hop over to my website where you'll find the Shop Now button. To shop with me, you'll need to go to joanheberlein.stampinup.net. Bear with me a little bit longer because I want to let you know of the promotions going on right now. Celebration is here. There has never been a better time to join and shop during Celebration. What if being creative was your job? Oh wait, it can be. Sign up to be a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator during the Celebration event and earn 2 free stamp sets of your choice, bonuses, and enjoy the perks that come with joining the Stampin' Up! Family. For more information, just contact me. Shop Celebration. For every $50 and $100 you spend, you'll earn an exclusive Celebration item for free. Depending on the amount you spend, you'll be able to mix and match the Celebration items you earn. We have a stunning variety of stamp sets and designer series paper for you to choose from. Take a look now through February 28th. When you host a party with $300 or more in sales, or if you purchase $300 or more in sales yourself, you can earn the host stamp set for free. Take a look now through February 28th. For more information, feel free to contact me. Mark your calendars. I'll be back next Wednesday, January 19th at 7 p.m. Central Time. We'll be doing something using Celebration products. I hope you'll be here to join me. Thanks so much for being here with me tonight. I look forward to next time. Bye for now, and don't forget to subscribe.